Hi lovelies! Ready or not, back to school is fast approaching. And while it may have been a few years since I headed back to school, I always like to use this time of year to get myself more organized as I head into the fall, starting with fridge organization. Today, I'm gonna share some great tips and tricks for getting your fridge sorted out. Not only does it make you feel more sane when you open it, but it's also going to help you eat better all week long. These tips are wonderful whether you're heading back to school, back to work, or even setting up your very first apartment. I hope you find them really, really helpful. Let's get started with my very first tip, which is basically that less is more. The more packed your fridge is, the harder it is to know what's inside, and that leads to a ton of food waste. I would also remind you that while bulk food is amazing for the pantry, it's actually a terrible idea when it comes to the fridge, especially for perishable items. So you wanna make sure when it comes to perishables like produce, you're only buying what you need for the week. The exception in my house, of course, are lemons and limes, which if you've been with the channel for any length of time, you know we use in absolute abundance around here. So those always come in bulk. I also like to stock up this time of year on soup ingredients. In fact, I have an entire drawer dedicated to nothing but delicious soup because I make a whole lot of it this time of year and then store it for the fall. Soup drawer, it's a thing. At least I'm trying to make it a thing. Just before everyone goes crazy in the comment section over the avocado and tomatoes I have stored in my refrigerator, I know that traditionally these are meant to be stored outside of the refrigerator, but I always like to bring them to the proper ripeness and then get them into the fridge because that stops them from ripening any further. Another great tip when you are organizing your fridge is to always use clear containers to store your food. Being able to see what's in your refrigerator is going to help prevent food waste. In addition to that, if you're trying to practice more mindful eating, keep your healthy items in clear containers and your slightly more decadent snacks in solid containers. You will almost always eat the things you can see first. It's actually just a great way to trick your mind into eating a little more healthy. When it comes to storing leftovers, clear containers are even more important because as we discussed, out of sight is often out of mind. I always like leaving a dry erase marker on hand just outside my fridge so I can mark down when something was put in the refrigerator. That way I'm never left guessing how long leftovers have been in there. The sniff test rarely actually works. Another great way to practice mindful eating through fridge organization is by really planning out your snack zone. Now for me, the snack zone is basically the region of my fridge that is at eye level when I first open the door. Whatever is in that zone is going to be the most likely to be eaten. So I try to load up that zone with healthy snacks like cheese, yogurt, fresh veggies and dips, and of course, fruit cups. You'll see I keep some of my more decadent items, like sundae toppings for example, on a bottom shelf in the door because once again, out of sight often means out of mind. Another great way to help keep your eating on track is to get to know your flavor boosters. These are ingredients that pack a ton of flavor with very few calories. So things like mustard, horseradish, capers, soy sauce, and hot sauce all pack a ton of flavor, so I like to keep them readily available for all of my cooking. To keep these items even more accessible while I'm cooking away, I actually have arranged them on a Lazy Susan, which I can just spin so I have everything at my fingertips. And of course, if you have any overflow, you can go ahead and create an entire section of your fridge dedicated to nothing but hot sauce. Another great way to aid in accessibility is to use these clear plastic bins. I got these from the dollar store and basically they help me get access to things that are in the very back of the refrigerator. So for example, I have all of these awesome Mediterranean ingredients like sauces and olives and things like that. But to make sure I can get all the way to the back, I just basically pull out the bin and everything is super handy. While we're on the topic of smart storage solutions, I want to show you this awesome Pinterest hack that I found and now I'm totally obsessed with. I basically bought these little suction cup containers from the dollar store. You can find them in the bathroom section because they're actually meant to hold things like soap and shampoo. But I put 2 in my refrigerator, and now I'm storing my garlic, my shallots, and my ginger inside. Not only does it make them super accessible, but it helps spare you all those little extra garlic and shallot peels that get all over your refrigerator. They stay contained in these little containers. How brilliant. Now, we've talked about this a number of times before on the channel, but when it comes to thawing meat from your freezer, you really want to put it in your refrigerator as opposed to leaving it on the counter. The best way to do this without any cross-contamination is to actually place it on a rimmed baking sheet like this. That way, no drips will get into your refrigerator and you won't be left cleaning up any additional messes. Finally, a great way to ensure that your shopping list is always up to date is by keeping a magnetic notepad right on the door of your fridge so you can make a note as soon as you run out of something and you'll know what you need to pick up at the grocery store. How clever. So what do you guys think? I would say this is a highly efficient layout for a properly organized fridge, no? I hope you found these tips and tricks handy. If you did, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Snapchat me a photo of your organized fridges because I love seeing your creations. If you have any great tips that I've missed in this episode, be sure to leave them in the comments because I always love hearing from you. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.